Last time on Shadow Peace, the Sin of Wrath arrived in the Holy Brodens Kingdom together with the Happo Navy. After a short discussion, they came to the decision that only Sai and Boo would join the war against the Blackbeard Pirates. While Baby 5 and her Devil Fruit powers could have been a powerful asset for the Thriller Pirates in the upcoming battle, Sai insisted on her staying at home to make sure nothing bad happens to her and their future child. Meanwhile, in a different part of the kingdom, Anastasius, who was tasked with shadowing and keeping the girls out of any trouble, encountered a suspicious person, or more like a suspicious amorphous blob. The ever-shifting appearance to hide their true appearance can only be described as creepy, even to a person who changes their appearance multiple times a day. How about ya just leave now, before I have to get rough? Threats are being thrown. This festival means a lot to the king, who in turn means a lot to Anastasius. After being saved from Isabello when he was in a very dark place, Anastasius swore to himself he would do anything for this king, no matter how dirty he might need to get himself. No response is given, instead a single gunshot gets fired. It is an easy feat for Anastasius to dodge the attack, and he even sees the bullet fly past him, but just a split second later he feels pain, with a wound appearing on his chest out of nowhere. In an angered voice he shouts at the invader, "Huh? So that's how you wanna play? I will make this quick. Change of pace!" Anastasius snaps his finger, and not only does his appearance change, but the wound also disappears completely. But if that wasn't enough already, the both of them also change place to a rocky area far away from any city or village. Every event is bound to have its troubles, but this is on another level. For the sake of everyone, Anastasius has to go all out, even knowing the consequences himself. When his opponent vanishes in front of him, a short moment of panic appears on his face. Was it teleportation, invisibility, or perhaps something else? Well, it doesn't matter. The Shadow Squad leader instantly regains composure and snaps his finger again. Directly in front of him, the intruder reappears. This time they are confused, until Anastasia's fist lands directly on their face. As it is typically seen in many battles, both sides are attempting to freak out the other, but that only ever was going to work out once, or in Anastasia's case, twice. He only got hit by the first gunshot because he didn't put up his haki just yet, and his opponent got hit twice by the technique to change his position. To be more precise, the first thing Anastasius did was change both of their positions, and the second thing was something even crazier. He used the power of his change fruit to change the thoughts of his opponent, which resulted in him coming back to the battle. After this exchange, both sides have learned two facts. Fact number 1, their respective devil fruits are quite similar, and fact number 2, they have to finish this battle before one can leave this place. No more easy hits for either of them from now on. The invader at first continues with a shower of gunshots, but Anastasius changes his own position to dodge out of the way again and again. This time he won't just miraculously get hit as he is using haki on himself, so something else must be coming. And his assumption was correct. The bullets shift their trajectory whenever he gets out of the way, so instead of evading, he has to stop them completely. The solution being quite simple in fact, he changes his own body to a form he rarely uses. The reason being, the more powerful the body is, the more taxing it is on him to change shape. This one specifically also hurts him mentally when he changes into her. Now in a female body, Anastasius has arguably the highest natural defense that exists in this entire world. While still mostly human looking, she now has sprouted a pair of black feathered wings on her back. Her hair is a unique silver-white tone, and her brown skin shimmers in the light of the sun. But the reason for this body having the best natural defense are the flames burning on her upper back. Not many would recognize the race Anastasius has changed into, because most people either have never heard of them at all, or think they have already gone extinct. The shape Anastasius is in right now is the of a female Lunarian, but not just any woman of this race. She is someone who was very special to himself. Her voice is now higher pitched than before, but it has a soothing tone that always helps Anastasius to calm down. Well, I can't let ya damage this body. Not like your bullets would be capable of that anyways. Just as she says that mockingly, some bullets bounce off her skin, not even leaving behind a scratch, and some others just get molten by the flames on her back. Without a moment of rest, the Lunarian rushes towards the invader. Deactivating the flames here would offer a massive speed boost, but Anastasius never wants to see this body hurt again, so she remains in defense mode. The still unknown fighter aims their pistol at the warrior of the Province Kingdom, and in the instant they pull the trigger, the simple pistol shifts into a special sniper rifle. A model Anastasius has never seen before, but she trusts in the combined defensive powers of the Lunarians and her own armament haki. The correct decision. She did not get damaged at all, but something still happened. She now finds herself multiple kilometers in the sky. Normally that wouldn't be a problem for a Lunarian, as they can just fly, but for some reason the wings on her back won't move. The bullet that hit Anastasius must have had teleportation and also paralyzation properties. As a trained combatant, Anastasius instantly changes her strategy. Lunarians have done their job. Now it is time for the compressed rock species to shine. In their tiny-bodied combat form, barely a meter tall, they still pack 100 million tons of weight, an incredibly high number. They are by nature a race that can change size. Either they are mountains that you can see standing around in the area, and I mean literal mountains, or when they want to move around and go on vacation or just get on some sort of walk, they can transform into their small combat form that we see right now. The mysterious attacker might already feel like they have won this battle, or if they are cautious, they are looking out for Anastasius somewhere in the sky, because he could easily change into a different flying body. Continuing to accelerate, the stone reaches speeds of over 1000 km per hour, but it still takes over 30 seconds to reach the ground. That is just how high the sniper shot launched Anastasius. This may seem fast for ordinary people like us, but in the world of the strongest, it should be easy enough to evade. So when the ever-changing human spots his opponent directly below himself, they are taken by surprise. But it is not like they can adjust their falling direction or have any reason to actually do it. An attack powerful enough to destroy a city, all focused in one single spot, is falling directly on the marksman's body. Not only a second after the impact happened, a gigantic crater formed, destroying many of the surrounding rock formations, and also leaving nothing but a splat of blood below and on the rock Anastasius. A gruesome end for the invader, but that is what happens to the people who are trying to mess with the place he decided to protect. The Shadow Squad leader changes his body one more time, back into a human form, but a different one from the one he normally uses. That is because the damage on the bodies remain even after changing out of them. So when one body receives enough damage that they would die, Anastasius has to quickly change to another one, or he would die as well. He has seen so much death that this situation doesn't faze him in any sense, but the fact that he never got any answers out of the invader, that annoys him. It might just be a personal thing, but he is the type of person, the type of human, if you can still call him that wants to know the reason why things are happening. And this attack on the Holy Province Kingdom remains mysterious. However, for now he has to get back to the girls of Strawhat Pirates to see if they are okay. At least that was what he wanted to do, until he heard a voice speaking. "Don't worry about it. This was just a bad matchup for you, Sniper King." The blood on the ground starts to disappear, and a person appears in the spot where the remains of Anastasius' opponent would have been. And then everything happened very fast. He barely managed to turn around to see his enemy's face. However, in that moment, a hand already surrounded his throat and pulled him into the air. Quite impressive. Matchup aside, you still managed to defeat the Sniper King version of us. But how sad. This has taken long enough already. But fear not, I won't kill you. We are just here to take something from the people who stole something from us as well. Anastasius grunts in the pain from having his throat crushed. From being in a dominant and victorious position, Anastasius changed into a horrible position instead. What are these people after? And who are they to begin with? A dark presence has entered the Province Kingdom. But to find out how everything will turn out, you will have to come back for the next episode of Shadow Piece. For now, that is all from me for today. All that's to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye!